Hey there, and welcome to the 5th episode of Death to the Party. I'm Brains, your friendly neighborhood zombie, here to show you the corruption and disappointment that is American politics. Today we'll be talking about a very hot button issue, abortion. Recently, Roe v. Wade was overturned by the Supreme Court. This ruling change was due to the majority of the Supreme Court disagreeing with the original ruling. The original ruling stated that a woman has legal right to have an abortion up to 3 months into her pregnancy, and that this right is protected under the Constitution under the premise of a citizen's right to privacy. As you probably guessed it, I have my own personal opinion on abortion. I believe that life begins at the point of conception. I believe that abortion is taking a human life unequivocally. But I do, however, believe abortion should be legal and safe. There are reasons where an abortion must be done. However, having an abortion, I think, should be the last step and not the first. It is a decision, in my opinion, that is not taken seriously enough. Plain and simple, I believe abortion should be legal, but with rules and regulations. Mainly, I do not support late-term abortions. I'm talking 36 plus weeks. I do not identify with the pro-choice movement, however, due to people like this.
Let the fuck you terrorize it! My motherfucking humans! They terrorize it! My fucking humans! It's none of your fucking business! I'm killing the motherfucking baby! I'm killing them! I'm killing the baby! What the fuck is that priest? What the fuck you holding? You're holding shit! You're terrorizing! I have to leave! Get my bag! Get my bag! Why do I have to leave? Why do I have to leave?
At this point, was it up before? He definitely fucks with abortion.
He definitely aborts his baby.
Right.
Can you guys help us stop fucking praying in that fucking market? In that fucking market. Come help us. Help me. Help me. Baby, come over here. Let's talk. Okay, great. So we have the yellow lady. What's your name? Bernadette. Hi, Bernadette. Good. You're fucking awesome.
God killed his son. Why can't I?
God killed his son. Why can't I? God murdered his son on that piece of shit wood. Come outside. I brought my ravens for you to kill. And you know what? The fucking police. This fucking performance is getting better. This performance was getting better.
I think that's enough of that video. Look, if you're expecting me to sit here and say I'm pro-choice and sit on the same side as this lunatic, I'm sorry, I will not do it. To me, there is a difference between wanting abortion to be safe and legal versus celebrating the deaths of unborn children while screaming thank God for abortion, which is what this woman is doing. Not only is she celebrating it, but then acts like she wants to talk to someone on the other side. When the young lady approaches, calm and collected, and gives her name, the protester then says it mockingly on a megaphone. You do not want to talk, you don't want to have civil discourse, you want to insult and belittle. If you cannot defend or debate your stance in a professional and respectable manner, you have no floor to speak on. Also, saying women are losing their rights when there are women who support the Roe v. Wade overturn is just flat out gaslighting. This is as if saying if you are pro-life, that means you are somehow against women's rights. If that's the case, there are a lot of self-hating women out there. Roe v. Wade has been around since 1973. The Democrats have had multiple chances to codify Roe v. Wade into law, but never did. Most notably was under Obama. What is even better is after the overturn, Joe Biden's campaign sent out a text message condemning the overturn of Roe v. Wade while also asking for donations.
So I received a text message from Joe Biden's campaign yesterday saying that the Supreme Court had overturned Roe versus Wade and that it was my responsibility to then rush $15 to the Democratic National Party. And I thought that was absolutely outrageous because my rights should not be a fundraising point for them or a campaigning point. They have had multiple opportunities to codify Roe into law over the past 20, 30, 40, 50 years, and they haven't done it. And if they're going to keep campaigning on this point, they should actually do something about it.
And this is where you might want to put on your conspiracy hats. Legal abortion, among other things, is political leverage politicians use to get reelected. They campaign and promise this and promise that, but when push comes to shove, they won't do much about it. The biggest thing I see being pushed is that this is an attack on women's freedom, and we are going back 50 years. Again, I do not agree with this. There are pro-life women who are happy with the overturning of Roe v. Wade, so I disagree with that narrative 100%. It's kind of like how if you question the Black Lives Matter movement, you were called a racist. I don't think that's how this works. Just like I don't think someone who is pro-life is attempting to set America back 50 years. Remember, when Roe v. Wade was originally decided by the Supreme Court, 46 states had anti-abortion laws, versus today only 6 states have an outright ban on abortion. Again, saying the reversal of Roe v. Wade is setting America back 50 years is just simply not true. I mean, Europe has stricter abortion laws than some states here in America, and they are even considered more liberal than we are. Most European countries ban abortion after 14 weeks, except for certain reasons, of course. In fact, only Sweden, the United Kingdom, and the Netherlands go past the 14-week limit. In Sweden, it is 18 weeks, the United Kingdom, it's 24 weeks, and the Netherlands is also 24 weeks. There are viewpoints on either side that I outright disagree with. The biggest from the left is referring to a fetus as a parasite. To me, this is dehumanizing and disgusting, and again, another reason I do not associate with the pro-choice movement. On the other hand, enforcing your religion and your opinion on others, that is not how this country works. If you think abortions are bad, don't get one. Don't support companies and politicians that support abortions. You have every right to make your voice heard. But when you force your opinion on others, as it should be law of the land, I'm sorry, that is not how this country works. Of the 443,000 children in foster care, only 123,000 are considered to be waiting for adoptions. I mean, let's be honest. Some of those who are pro-life want kids to be raised without parents and raised in shitty foster care systems. They're not going to adopt, foster, or volunteer at these organizations. It's used as an out, plain and simple. In a perfect world, there would be no unwanted pregnancies and every child would be born into a loving family with loving parents. Sadly, this isn't the world we live in. There are unwanted pregnancies, and again, this is just my opinion. I would rather be aborted than raised by a mother who never wanted me, or thrown into a foster care system and becoming homeless the day I turn 18 because I wasn't adopted. In closing, I think this is bigger than abortion. I think the legality of it is being held hostage by politicians who want to use it for their own political gain. I think it's being used as a distraction from the more serious things going on in this country and how it is slowly crumbling around us. But regardless of where you stand on this topic, please always remember to show respect and dignity when debating and discussing your viewpoints. We have more in common with each other than most people think. If you like this video, please leave a like and let me know your opinion in the comments below. Also, please consider subscribing. And as always, Death to the party.